Well, firstly, my name's Charlotte. I'm currently at ASOS as a paralegal. I moved over to London from Northern Ireland, you may be able to tell from the funny accent. And in the last year or so, I moved here to study my master's in intellectual property law. And there is actually where I heard about Flex and where I met Mary, the co-founder. So I'm an aspiring solicitor. I'd like to qualify as soon as possible, please. And in doing so, I've had to try and gain some experience, and I'm doing that through my paralegal work. On my journey so far, I've done my LLB at Queen's University in Belfast, followed by the move here to Queen Mary University, where I studied intellectual property law as my master's. Flex has been an invaluable experience to me. Not living in London before, I didn't really know where to look for the experience. You know, as a student, you're quite focused on your academic studies and getting through that hurdle. And to then have a startup, a company like Flex, come along and actually understand how difficult that is for students and to bridge the gap between law firms and in-house roles and just legal experience in general, and the need that we have as law students for that to gain a training contract has been invaluable and really what has made the difference for me and the reason why I've stayed in London to this stage. So to put this in the context of my current placement, I'm with ASOS, which is fantastic, and I have the benefit of hindsight because I'm there almost a year now. So looking back, all the things that I did find challenging are probably the most interesting aspects of my job. First of all, it's the fear when you first come in to a new department to get to know everyone, and I now see it as a compliment, but at the start everyone's very interested to hear if I had in my LPC, which I haven't. And I can see it as a compliment now that they thought I was at that standard, and I'm very humbled by them nominating me for this role today. But it just made me sort of knuckle down and try to get in with my work right away and to adapt to what was needed of me by the business. The advantage of being in-house is that I was handed a lot of responsibility very quickly. One of the challenges I've had to overcome in my day-to-day work is the volume. So I would be within the media, marketing and content team, and part of that is the responsibility for the talent contracts for the whole of the business. And with the volume of work coming in, quite a small legal sub-team, I saw an opportunity to perhaps take away the email traffic and become more one-on-one with my stakeholders. So I set up a contract clinic, and that's one of the best parts of my week, where I get to actually interact with the business and see what their needs are and be able to adapt and create the legal solutions for them. I think my advice to incoming paralegals would have to be to step out, to step into the fear and take that opportunity. For me, the opportunity to work with ASOS was first really, really exciting, but secondly, it was something that was an area of law that I had never really explored, being media and marketing, and to understand that we don't need to know absolutely everything about what we're about to do, that there's room for that growth, and when you have a fantastic team around you that values you as a team member and is willing to support and teach you along the way, that there's so much more room for you to grow and to understand and take on that role and be yourself within it. I think that's something as a law student I always struggled with.